What happens if cash disappears in 2030? It's the year 2030. You're standing in a small convenience store. You pull a $20 bill out of your pocket. The cashier looks at it like it's a museum artifact. "We don't accept cash." You pause. You look around. There's no cash register drawer, no coin tray, just a screen. Because cash doesn't exist anymore. No coins, no paper bills, no emergency savings hidden under a mattress. Every dollar is digital, stored in accounts, protected by passwords, connected to the grid. At first, it feels like progress. You pay with your phone, your watch, your fingerprint, your face. Transactions take seconds. There are fewer robberies, less street crime. Tax evasion becomes harder. Governments collect revenue more efficiently. Cities feel more modern, cleaner, smarter. But convenience always has a cost. One afternoon, the payment network crashes. Just 2 hours. Not a cyber attack, not a war, just a technical failure. Supermarkets can't process payments. Gas stations shut down pumps. Restaurants turn customers away. People stand in line holding food they can't buy. For the first time, something feels fragile. Money only exists if electricity does, and electricity isn't guaranteed. In a cashless society, your access to money depends entirely on systems you don't control. Now think about privacy. Cash was anonymous. When you paid in cash, no database logged it, no algorithm analyzed it, no company tracked your behavior. But digital money leaves a trail. Every purchase becomes data. What you eat, where you travel, what you read, what medication you take, what causes you donate to. Patterns emerge. Profiles are built. Governments argue it increases security. Corporations claim it improves user experience. But who truly owns that data? And how long is it stored? In a fully cashless world, financial privacy becomes nearly impossible. Now imagine something more serious. In a digital-only economy, access to money can be controlled remotely. Accounts can be frozen instantly. Spending limits can be introduced. Certain categories of purchases can be restricted. It doesn't have to start dramatically. Maybe it begins with emergency measures, temporary restrictions during economic instability, temporary spending caps during inflation, temporary freezes during investigations. But temporary systems have a history of becoming permanent. Picture this. You post something controversial online. Nothing illegal, just controversial. Suddenly, your digital wallet is under review. Payments are paused. No groceries, no transport, no subscriptions, no fuel. You haven't lost money. You've lost access. In a world without physical cash, access is everything. Now, zoom out. There are benefits. Black markets shrink, counterfeiting disappears, tax systems become more efficient. Governments can respond to recessions faster with direct digital stimulus. Some economists argue that digital currency gives central banks better tools to stabilize economies. But centralization creates vulnerability. If a single digital system manages national currency, that system becomes a single point of failure. A cyber attack could paralyze an entire country. A software error could block millions of transactions. A political shift could redefine how money functions overnight.
The system becomes powerful, but also delicate. Then there's something psychological. When you hand over physical cash, you feel the loss. You see the bills leave your wallet. You feel the transaction. Digital payments remove that friction. You tap, you swipe, you approve, and it's gone. Studies already show people spend more when using cards compared to cash. The pain of paying decreases. In a world where money is fully invisible, that effect could intensify. Spending may rise, impulse purchases increase. Personal debt grows silently. Because when money is abstract, it feels less real. And when something feels less real, we treat it differently. Now consider the global picture. Developed nations may adapt quickly. But what about communities without reliable internet? What about rural regions with unstable infrastructure? What about elderly citizens who struggle with technology? What about people without smartphones? In a cashless society, participation requires digital access, and digital access is not equal. The shift may widen economic gaps rather than close them. So what would 2030 really look like without cash? Cleaner streets, faster payments, fewer physical crimes, but also deeper surveillance, greater dependency on infrastructure, and unprecedented centralized control over financial access. The debate isn't about technology, it's about trust. Do you trust governments not to overreach? Do you trust corporations not to exploit behavioral data? Do you trust digital systems never to fail? Because once physical cash disappears, there is no backup, no alternative, no private fallback. The safety net becomes entirely digital, and digital systems are never perfectly secure. A cashless society promises efficiency, but efficiency is not the same as freedom. Convenience is not the same as control, and progress is not always neutral. The real question isn't whether cash will disappear. The world is already moving in that direction. The real question is this: what are we willing to trade for convenience? And if paper money becomes a relic of the past, will freedom quietly become more conditional? Would you feel safer in a fully cashless world? Or more controlled? And maybe the real change won't happen overnight. There won't be a dramatic announcement, no sudden ban, just fewer places accepting cash, fewer ATMs, more card-only signs. Until one day, you realize you haven't used physical money in years. And when the option quietly disappears, you won't notice at first, because everything will still work. Until the day it doesn't. Until the moment access is restricted, or the system fails, or the rules change. A cashless future may bring efficiency, security, and speed. But it also demands trust. Trust in governments, trust in corporations, trust in systems you cannot see and cannot control. And once cash is gone, there is no physical backup, no anonymous alternative, no way outside the system. So maybe the real question isn't whether cash will disappear by 2030. Maybe the real question is this: when money becomes completely digital, who truly holds the power? And if the answer isn't you, are we ready for that future?